This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing. Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it. I've lost count of the number of times the mindjacker's struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
What the hell?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here. A security access card with a holographic patch.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working. Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes in his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again. I can't figure that out. His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything. I think I've found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
I just need to ask you a couple of questions about your workplace.
Oh, Nuke. You're calling from the office. What's happened?
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
This is a serious incident, Mr. Atwood. Time is slipping away, and a serial killer might be as well.
What? Really?
We need your assistance to bring him in.
Wait a sec. Serial killers in the Animus office? Gerbach, this is real unprofessional of you.
Huh?
Come on, I know you didn't want to work tonight, but there's a reason you're not allowed up on the roof. You almost had me, but pretending to be a Cell agent, that's desperate.
Damn. This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lau?
Don't worry, I think I get where you're coming from.
And who says brute force never solves anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
That body on the sidewalk.
That would have been a long fall. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Came across the mindjacker in the middle of what he was doing.
Paid for it heavily, too. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
The mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents! Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
What? What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Bell Corps officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here. data package attached to that message. Whoever sent it wants me to open it in a private place. Hopefully it contains something that'll help us get to the mindjacker, but I'm still suspicious. Hey kid, you alright? Hey kid, you alright? When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past. Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it. You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the southeast barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking. You put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
Damn it, Max. Just get moving. I want a moment to reflect.
All right, Regis.
Max, I'm sorry. That came out wrong. Things haven't been going great today. Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me? What about them?
They were removed from the El Rasis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time. 1 is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess? I managed to get Giel Vanderwall, the legitimate businessman, to cooperate. Says he has information on the mindjacker.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpse Mendurian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
Are you the one who spotted him?
No, sir. Central marked him when he tripped the sensor. Apparently, his genome was flagged on a watch list.
They can profile potential suicide bombers by their DNA?
Certain kinds?
Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of They are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor. What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What? Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck. Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet you all, Thomas. So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes?
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
I used to work with guys like you a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself. Corpseman, The suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on. We've got work to do. The corpsemen can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.